Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be recapping the 2023 Houston Supercross that just happened over the weekend. And mainly we're going to be talking about the 250 East, but I do want to touch on the 450s here at the beginning. Before we get started though, I believe your name is Deadshot on YouTube. He left me a comment saying, can you play my Houston track? I spent about 5 minutes searching for it, could not find it, so instead we're on Wooley's Houston. If you don't know who Wooley is, Jason Woolridge or something like that, this is his track. I found Kellen Brower's track on the search page too, but we're playing this one because Kellen Brower just uploaded his track. Anyway, we're here to talk about Houston. I have a 15-minute East-West shootout set up here, and we're going to be playing as my custom Haiden Deegan, which I feel like I'm going to be playing at every single round, because he's pretty much the biggest story. Let me take a sip of my sugary coffee real quick, and then we'll get started. Sorry y'all had to listen to that. Okay, time to get into this. I'm going to touch on the 450 class, because not a lot happened in the 450 class, and that's good because the 250 East Championship kicked off, and that was wild. So let's get this started here. I have the AI Unrealistic. Anyway, let's get started here. Eli Tomac bounces back from a gnarly crash at Anaheim 2 and comes out and wins the thing. Kind of unexpected, honestly. Where are we going? We're going this way. Kind of unexpected, honestly. That is the most shocking Eli Tomac win I've seen in a long time. Probably since his first career win in 2015 Phoenix. It's been a while since I've actually been genuinely shocked that Eli Tomac won a main event. Sexton was clearly faster all day, and unfortunately, when it came main event time, when he really needed to be faster, he wasn't faster. Or actually, no, he was faster, but the strength and the experience of Eli Tomac prevailed, and Tomac takes his third win of the year. And I'm not sure if anyone knows this. A lot of people blew me up on Twitter for this. Eli Tomac is undefeated in 20-minute mains this year. I don't know if anyone knew that, if anyone cared, but yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, the only other real thing to talk about from the 450 class was the restart and the fact that Dylan Ferrandis at the end of this whoop section got crossed up by Ken Roxon. It's not Ken Roxon's fault. Dylan actually uploaded a video on Instagram of the crash that he suffered. It was pretty hard. His neck got jerked back, and Dylan's video shows better than the broadcast, I will say. So no, Dylan's fine. So just a concussion for Dylan Ferrandis, which is good because seeing the crash today, that could have been a lot worse. And that's not Ken Roxon's fault. Kenny didn't purposely do that. So shut the hell up in the comments saying Kenny's an asshole or whatever you guys want to say. So anyway, let's get to the reason y'all clicked on this video, and probably the title of this video. And so I don't clickbait you guys. Anyway, let's get to this 250 East class, because like I said, there's not a lot in the 450s. We pretty much covered it all. But there was a lot in the 250 East, and we're just going to start off. Oh, I got the line. We're just going to start off with Hunter Lawrence real quick. Hunter Lawrence came out, won the heat race, and had a close call with Tom Vial, and went off track, regrouped, passed Tom Vial like a lap later, and that was all she wrote there. Hunter Lawrence takes the win. My dumbass picked Nate Thrasher for the win, and that clearly did not happen. I honestly thought Nate Thrasher was going to come out and win. And you can call me a dumbass in the comments, because that clearly did not happen. And let me see, who got second? Max Anstey got second. There was that whole protest thing that I'm sure you guys have heard about. So I'm not even going to get into that. Even if he is running a 280, like, who actually cares at this point? Because it is Tuesday. But you know what? 280 big board kid aside, Max Anstey surprised a lot of people. And honestly, if Hunter Lawrence doesn't win this championship, I could see Max Anstey winning this championship. That's right. I could see Max Anstey winning this championship. No, it's not going to be Haiden Deegan. Haiden Deegan is not even going to win a race. We'll get to Hayden here in a second. No, it's not going to be Tom Vial. Tom Vial might win a race. I have a few. One of my friends at the Moto Aftermath show, shout out to you guys, is calling Max Anstey for a Daytona win. I could see it. But yeah, Max Anstey gets second. Who got third? Jordan Smith got third and made it through the night. So he's already a winner in my mind because he made it through the night. Jordan Smith, very notorious for crashing out of the first race or crashing in the first race, and his crash here, I don't put any validity to. If it was in a rhythm section or off this triple or in the whoops, I would be like, okay, typical Jordan Smith. But Jordan Smith crashed in the sand, and everybody had problems in the sand. And that's where Chase Sexton lost the race. Anyway, then we get to fourth. And oh boy. Let me say fourth here so I can at least talk a little bit about Tom Vial, because once I get talking about Hayden Deegan, then I probably will not stop talking about Hayden Deegan. So y'all, not a lot. Jeremy Martin do all the laps perfectly. Perfect there. And Tom Vial, I want to talk about Tom Vial real quick. Tom Vial, I'm a little surprised, but I'm not that surprised. Let's be real. I'm not surprised he got a start. From everything I heard and everything that I watched from the GPs, Tom Vial is a really good starter, and if you give him a start in a clear track, watch out, boys, because he's gone. And I could see him winning a race this year. I honestly can. I could see him pulling a start, and Hunter Lawrence gets a bad start, and I could see Tom Vial winning a race this year. That's just my opinion. I've looked dumber before. I even looked like an idiot on Saturday. I'm filming this on Tuesday, by the way, after the race. Anyway, I looked like an idiot on Saturday for picking Nate Thrasher. Now let's talk about the kid that I'm riding as, Haiden Deegan, who, excuse me, I don't care who you are, if you're the biggest Deegan fan, if you're kind of neutral on him like I am, that had to be a shock. The fact that he was at least going to get 5th in that race had to be. He was going to get 5th. Jeremy Martin had a problem in the whoops. They didn't really show it. And Deegan got around Martin when Martin had his problems in the whoops, and Deegan gets 4th and is now 4th in points, obviously. And rode really good, though. Rode really good. I don't remember what the heat race was like, but I remember that was pretty good. The main just didn't crash. Just stayed on 2 wheels, and it paid off. Like, I have nothing bad to say about that ride right there, because that was super impressive. Yeah, went around Tom Vial in the whoops. His whoop speed was okay. Had a gnarly moment in the whoops. They caught this on the broadcast, where his feet was off the pegs and he was all out of control, but he was able to come back and save it, and he got 4th. Hayden Deegan just scored a 4th in his pro debut, pro Supercross debut. His actual pro debut, he decided to die at Ironman. But yeah, oh my God, I was a little shocked by that. I'm not even gonna lie. I know the kid's good. The kid's really talented. The kid is really talented. That goddamn corner speed in practice that they showed in this corner was absolutely ridiculous. Like, can't get the quad. That was absolutely ridiculous. Like, he was not human for a second there. That was so gnarly. But in the main, just like I said, just stayed up, and he's got a 4th place. And let's be real, I could see him. He's not going to get a main event win this year, but I could see him when we get to Arlington, because Arlington's a triple crown. I could see him winning one of the individual mains. I could see it. Look at what happened. Who expected Styles Robertson to come out and win one of the main events in Anaheim too? I could see Deegan winning one of those, and he's for sure going to get a heat race win. I'd actually be shocked at this point if Deegan does not get a heat race win. I guess my only question with Hayden Deegan is, what were the TV numbers looking like compared to, say, I don't know, San Diego or last year? What were the TV numbers like? I guarantee you he moved the needle a little bit, because there's a lot of people like you guys who are probably clicking on this video because you saw the title, who go, hey, what? Like, Deegan's actually, like, and I've been keeping track of their vlog, because their Supercross, their vlog has dropped. It went from 28,000 to about 130,000 views overnight. Monday to Tuesday night after Houston. I think it was uploaded yesterday, Monday. So, and then I looked like 10 minutes later, and it was at 150,000. So it is getting up there in views. It's honestly so cool. Oh, look who I'm coming up to lap. Nate Thrasher. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, Deegan did really good. Like, that's all I'm going to say about Hayden, because, I mean, there's not much else to say. Like, I'm just going to leave it to you guys. How do you guys think Hayden Deegan did in his pro debut yesterday? That's the question that I want you to answer in the comments. Anyway, other stuff, Chance Hymas had good starts but faded. Talon Hawkins was okay. Michael Mosman, I don't know what the hell happened there. But I'm sure he'll get better. And I guess we can talk about some off-topic stuff before we go. I'll leave you guys on this. Let's talk about, first, the ending to the 450 LCQ. Oh my god. That was wild. So Kyle Chisholm is in 5th. Freddie Norton's in 4th. And Kyle Chisholm comes into this final corner, as expected, blows the doors off of Freddie Norton, but while he's doing it, while he's blowing the doors off of Freddie Norton, his bike stalls, and if you know anything about Suzuki's, yeah, his Suzuki quit, or not quit, it stalled on him, so he had to sit there and just kick it, and while he's just kicking it, Alex Ray comes around thinking he has the final spot, and I think he clips Norton's bike or something and goes into a top block, goes down. And then John Short gets a very early Christmas gift and makes the main event in the 450 class. That was wild. A few different things there. For Alex Ray, it would not have mattered, because earlier in the race he accelerated off the track, so he would have got knocked 2 positions. And secondly, that should be Suzuki's wake-up call to get an electric start on the bike. Because if Kyle Chisholm has an electric start on that bike, he gets into the main event. I think everybody's confident on that. And secondly, and what I'm going to leave you guys with, is Cody Schock absolutely whiskey throttling into this bridge right here. Oh my god. That was absolutely wild. Glad Cody's okay. Got into the main. I believe he got like 13th or something, like 12 or 13th. Something like that. And my boy Kevin Moran's in the 450 class got his career best finish at 14. So, yeah, nice night of racing in Houston. I thoroughly enjoyed myself the whole night. I was not at the race. This is the first race that I watched on TV this year. And Race Day Live, like it did for a lot of people, pissed me off. with Dan Hubbard, cutting off Justin Brayton every 0.5 second. And yeah, another thing before I'll leave you guys with this. Race Day Live needs some work here. I'm sure it pissed a lot of people off when Race Day Live came on, and because they put all the rookies except for Tom Vial in the B practice. So Deegan, Hawkins, and Hymas were in the B practice, and I'm sure everybody wanted to see that. And they came on during the 250A practice. That's when they started the show. And then when they left, they didn't even show 450B, and 450B had my boy Tristan Lane in there. Come on, guys. The people watching practice are not there to watch the guys who are going to go off and win the main event. No, we're there to watch the privateers that the broadcast doesn't cover. I don't know, it's just a minor annoyance for me. Hopefully it gets fixed for Tampa this weekend. And yeah, now we move on to Tampa this weekend. Who do you guys have winning? Please don't troll me and say Hayden Deegan. But who do you guys have winning for Tampa? Do you think Hayden can at least get an actual top 5 instead of a gifted top 5? And yeah, leave me in the comments your winners for both the 250 and 450 class. In the comments below. Like the video, subscribe, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves during this video. Sorry if I dragged it along a lot more than I should have, but hey, we gotta get the watch time to 10 minutes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.